Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, are you, those, the TSR Sports subscribers, and random yours, ready to talk about our San Antonio Spurs? What is everybody? Welcome to TSR Sports. Spurs on a back-to-back playing the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. This could be a tough game, but we got a few guys back. I'm excited to be watching the game and excited to be doing Spurs basketball again and excited to be doing NBA content, draft coverage coming up, and of course hoping for a good game tonight. And I really appreciate those of you that have stuck with the channel the last few months where I've been taking some time off, but I'm back. I know I'm going to have to pay my dues to get back in that YouTube algorithm, but you and me, we can do it. How can you do it? By hitting the old Greg Popovich thumbs up right there. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. It does help the channel. And as always, all right, let's hope for a good game. Hoping the Spurs are competitive. Last night's game versus the Pelicans, not so fun to watch. Well, we got some guys back tonight. And the starting lineup for the Spurs will be Branham, Vessel, Bates, Diop, Sohan, and Collins. So that's actually kind of a big lineup for us with Jeremy and KBD in the starting lineup with Branham and Vassell in the backcourt. That's going to be one of our bigger starting lineups, and we're going to need it against this Bucks team with one of the best big men in the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He went 9 of 9 Sunday versus the Raptors. 22 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and didn't miss a shot from the floor. Good luck San Antonio stopping him tonight. Hey, you never know, stranger things have happened. Maybe he'll have a cold night. Good evening, Gabriel, swearing the woman, Veronica. Good evening, go Spurs, go. Hey to you, and it's good to be back, you know. One thing about me, you guys know, I mentioned this in a video before. I might take some time away from this channel, but I always come back because this is, you know, this is where I belong. This is where I belong. And any Milwaukee Bucks fans, thank you for stopping in. I put my Twitter link over here because, well, I only have 3 followers, so I figured maybe I should start promoting it a little bit more. And I'm excited, you know, it's going to be tough the rest of the season with the Spurs playing some pretty bad basketball, getting blown out more often than not. Yeah, they've had some big games, some big wins, some big comebacks. But the lineups have been constantly changing, and I know as a Spurs content creator and a Spurs fan, it's going to be rough, but you know what? It'll be worth it. And come draft time, if we get the #1 overall pick, forget about it. And I'm doing a video about that. I recorded that before tonight's stream. Have that ready to go tomorrow. I had a lot of fun doing it. And, well, you'll see it at 11:30 Eastern Time tomorrow. What the? Smash that thumbs up with the TSR Sports logo. Who could that be? I like it. Thank you very much. He says, I don't think Sohan should be playing with his knee soreness. He should be shut down the rest of the season. We're already shutting guys down here and there. You know, guys taking a lot of time off for load management. So I don't want it to look like we're intentionally tanking, even though we probably slightly are. Yet. Then you see games like the Atlanta Hawks when we have the huge comeback and win. You wonder, what's this team doing? Maybe they were just extra motivated against their old teammate, DeJounte Murray. I don't know. Jared Williams, good evening. It's been a long time. Well, I haven't been doing much content the last 2 months. I took a month away to try a gaming channel. That failed miserably. Took a month away after that to try Incredible Hulk channel. That failed. And it didn't just fail because, you know, it's so difficult to make a new channel on YouTube and such niche channels at that. And my gaming channel, the game I play the most is Road Company, which is on the decline with the players. But trying to maintain 3 channels at once, I can't do it. I gave it a shot between TSR Music, which I am still doing, trying to get the Slaughter to Prevail song done at some point so I can get that uploaded on there, as that'll be a lot of fun. That's a cover of a death metal band, deathcore band. But you know, plus I do a lot of content on this channel. It's like, you know, let me come back to TSR Sports and let me actually make a drive to try to grow the channel. Now, again, it's going to be tough doing it with the Spurs being in the situation they're in, but if they get that #1 pick overall, that's going to be great for the Spurs organization. Quite frankly, great for my channel, and it'll be a lot of fun. Even if we get a top 3 pick, it'll be really good. Good morning, Toby. I do see you, Butterfly. Were you in the chat yesterday and I didn't see you? Amir, the sports critic. What's up, Amir? I've been pretty much off YouTube for the last 2 months, trying some different endeavors, hanging out with friends, trying different, you know, doing some different things, busy, gaming a lot, gaming a little less. And it's good to be back. You know, I've missed seeing the sports critic doing his thing, Goose Sports, Beantown Breakdown, who also took a lot of time off. Sir Cardinal is semi-retired, it seems like, right now. So we all go through those phases where we need a little time away from YouTube. And I was there, but I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. And even though my team's one of the worst in the NBA, third worst, I believe, right now, it's still fun to do. Yeah, you know, just, you know, out and about. You left. I did miss your greeting. Well, Butterfly, I see clearly now that you are here. It's going to be a bright, Well, Butterfly, I don't know if you saw, I got a dog. Let me bring him on. Get, let me get him on screen here. Okay, I didn't really get a dog. I was over my aunt and uncle's for the Super Bowl, and I saw him sitting on the floor, and I was like, oh, that's really cute. And of course, family being family, Mom's like, well, you're taking it home. And I was like, and I said, no, no, it's okay. And she's like, nope, you're taking it. So now I've got the new couch contingent watching the Spurs games with me. I've got Grogu and a Dalmatian. And I'm 45 years old. That's probably why I'm single. Yes, it's your boy Rico. Finally, I am back. I missed all your comments. What was I doing? Did I fall asleep on Stream Butterfly, or was I just engrossed in the game? Was that one short moment in time where the Spurs were actually competitive against the Pelicans last night? Cam Birch is not starting. He is not even playing. You know, I've only seen the first episode of The Mandalorian this season. I do feel like they're really pushing Grogu on it. Like they kept showing him randomly. You know, it kind of was like I'm like, all right, I get he's the big attraction on the show and a big pull for Disney right now, but I don't want him force fed down my throat. So I'll probably watch it, but I think usually with shows like that, The Mandalorian, anything that's streaming, I tend to just wait till the whole season's up and then just watch it all at once. That's just how I do it. Just much like at some point, I'm going to watch all the San Antonio Spurs Ring of the Roll series, which is going to take me hours at this point because I keep procrastinating and they're on like part, what, 18 or 19? Gosh. Yeah, you know, we got guys suiting up. There's a lot of guys out tonight again. Really? I haven't gone that long. Come on. Jared, last I remember, you're a New York Giants fan. Your thoughts on DJ's big contract, franchise, and Saquon, the offseason moves? My big concern with the New York Giants is I feel like we're going to be that team that's going to be good at it. Cowboys fans can relate. Sorry, this is not a jab, but I think we're going to be good enough to make the playoffs with our current roster, but not bad enough to get that really much needed top pick to push us over the edge. I hope I'm wrong about that because we got a heck of a coach in Brian Dable. What's good? The Kerm. Let me see who was out for the Spurs tonight. We got quite a bit of guys out. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it. It does help the channel. Goodness, we could use a thumbs up as the Spurs are not a draw right now, and YouTube hates me in the algorithm. They even told me on my YouTube analytic page, like, we're not pushing your content. I was like, well, maybe that's another reason to come back too. But for the San Antonio Spurs, who do we got out tonight? Romeo Langford is out. Left abductor injury management. The heck is that? Dougie McDermott's out. Veronica, Doug is out. Right hip injury management. What's this injury management? Trey Jones out to rest. Devontae Graham, right quad injury management. Keldon Johnson is questionable. I don't think he's playing. And then Jeremy Sohan is playing. Kem Birch is out. And Charles Bassey, he's out for the rest of the year with a non-displaced fracture of his left patella. Sucks. He was a little up and down in his first season with the Spurs. But, man, that's a tough injury, and I guess the second time he's had that injury in his young career. I can't imagine Kem Birch is starting. I mean, Jay Money put the starting lineup earlier, and let me pull that starting lineup. I believe it's going to be Branham, Vassell, Bates-Diop, Sohan, and Collins, which is a big starting lineup for our Spurs. Zach's normally started at center, Jeremy at power forward, but KBD is usually our backup power forward. So we're going to have two guys that are, 6'8", 6'9" on the court, plus Branham and Vassell in the back court, which are both about 6'5", 6'6", respectively. So this is going to be one of our bigger starting lineups of the year, and we're going to need it with Giannis doing his thing for Milwaukee on the court. When are the Spurs coming to Austin? I can't, that smash the thumbs up is just, it's making me laugh. Very creative. And you took my logo. I like it. Good job. Props to you. I know it is, but I'll keep on the down low. Jacob Frederick, good evening. Yeah, the Kerm. This might be one of the biggest lineups we've had in years. The shortest guy is 6'5", and Vassell. Branham, I believe, is 6'8", or 6'6", excuse me. I think KBD is 6'8", Sohan 6'9", and then Collins is 6'10", 6'11". So, yeah, overall, this is one of our biggest lineups. Probably one of our biggest lineups, maybe even since these days. Jacob, I mean, we'll try. It's going to be tough. And yes, that is confirmed for the starting lineup. Jeremy Sohan, KBD, Zach Collins, Malachi Branham, and Devin Vassell. I guess Malachi will be running the point and sharing that point duty with Jeremy Sohan, who's been playing point forward at times. And, at times he's struggled. At times he's played quite well. So it'll be interesting to see what he does tonight with the purple and blonde hair. Milwaukee wearing blue uniforms, which I have not seen yet. This is throwing me off because I think green when I think Milwaukee. Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez, Grayson Allen, and Drew Holiday, your starters for the Milwaukee Bucks. These NBA jerseys that are just so different than the normal team colors. The San Antonio Spurs with their jerseys this year, the blue jerseys. The Bucks having blue jerseys. Maybe everybody's got a blue jersey. I don't know. They played Mamu, Collins, and Jang. Oh, okay. But that was in a starting lineup, mind you. As far as a starting lineup, I think this is one of our biggest. Spurs are playing 2 games in April. I think we're playing more than 2 games. Oh, 2 games in Austin. Okay. As long as he plays next Wednesday, I need Troy to the Spurs. To whom it may concern, I need Douglas to play next Wednesday. Much appreciated. Dougie's biggest fan, Veronica. You probably are his biggest fan. You might just be. Nothing wrong with that. He's a good player. Tip-off underway, and away we go. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be with the Bucks, the Blue Bucks. King Jorge, nice to see you as well. It's great to be back doing Spurs content, doing NBA content. Made the decision, you know what? I want to focus on this channel, focus on the gaming channel. And right now it's tough doing the gaming channel because, man, creating music takes some time. Recording it, editing it, da-da-da-da. Bucket's good for the Bucks. I didn't even see who shot that first bucket. Jeremy Sohan with the ball right now, takes it against Lopez, throws it up off the glass. It's good! And Jeremy Sohan gets the first bucket for the San Antonio Spurs. They just put up a stat. The Milwaukee Bucks are 22-3 in their last 25 games. Good luck, San Antonio, tonight. You're going to need it. And there's a 3. Grayson Allen for 3. He's number 12, huh? ESPN told me he's number 7. Well, that's why I was confused for a moment. Or I just typed the wrong number. That's very possible, too. Spurs ball, Zach Collins. Or Jeremy Sohan. Sohan open for 3. Going to take the 3. And an in-and-out burger for Jeremy Sohan. They were daring him to shoot the 3, and he did. The Spurs have the worst defensive rating in the NBA and the 29th worst offensive rating. Drew Holiday in the paint, misses the little jumper. Zach Collins with the rebound. Brandon will bring it up for the Spurs. So we're bad on offense and defense. Devin Vassell for 3. Back iron, no good. Fight for the board. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the San Antonio Spurs with 14 on the shot clock. Yes, Giannis is definitely playing. Nicholas White, good evening to you. Cavs definitely need to go to the second round, Jacob. They're a big team. A very big team. Aren't they one of the biggest in the NBA with their front court? Veronica, it is weird seeing the Bucks wear blue. It's my first time seeing them this year, and it's totally throwing me off. Vassell, pull-up jumper. All right, that's good. A Sohan song? My next song, Phil, is going to be a cover of Baba Yaga by Slaughter to Prevail as Giannis takes it down the paint and just throws it down with no Spurs blocking him in any way, shape, or form. 7-4, 10 minutes to go. KBD is in there. Hasn't taken a shot yet. Devin Vassell takes a shot. In-and-out burger again. I miss Mamu. Sandro Makavaleshi. Was he on the Bucks, J Money? I don't even remember. I don't remember where he came from, to be honest with you. Well, Toby, yes. I mean, 22-3. That's not the freight train you want to be running into right now when you're a struggling team coming off a loss. Zach Collins, beautiful pass to KBD, and KBD then turns the ball over as he passes to Grayson Allen, who's not on the San Antonio Spurs. He's wearing blue. Giannis thinks about a 3, pulls it down, takes it at Zach Collins, takes about 6 steps in the paint. How is that not traveling? Finally gets fouled by Zach Collins, but my goodness, I want to see the replay. 1, 2, he gets tied up. Whatever. It is a jump ball. Never mind, not a foul. It is a jump ball. I was going to say, how the heck is that a foul? It's a jump ball. Okay, I'll stop complaining. Spurs win the jump ball, down 7-4. Sohan taking off, forgot the ball, gets it back in the paint. Bounce pass over to Malachi Brandon. Brandon's going to drive, gets double teamed. Pull-up jumper, off the rim, no good. Giannis with the rebound. He did get a ring with you. J Money, I honestly forgot. Was he there that long ago? Damn, didn't know that. Allen for 3, no good. And KBD with the rebound. Hey, if we haven't done one of these in a while, I'm going to drop one for you right now. KBD for 3, that is no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll not do that. Be Spurs ball. I honestly forgot it came from the Bucks. I really did. Good evening, Ron. Thank you for stopping in. KBD turnover king. Oh, he's not that bad. We'll get into the Sohan. He's going to launch another 3. Oof. That was way short by Jeremy Sohan. Bucks ball. Chris Middleton into the paint. Loses the ball. And that is a turnover for Milwaukee. Spurs ball down 7-4. Devin Vassell working up the court for the San Antonio Spurs. Out in three-point land. Pick and roll with Zach Collins. Pulls up for 3. Short as well. The last 2 3-pointers by the San Antonio Spurs have not looked good. And the Bucks court is painted all blue as well. Drew Holiday in the paint. Throws it up. Swish. And 1. We're front running every. Yes, we are. I'm doing good, Ron. It's great to be back live on the YouTubes. I took some time off. Was only doing maybe a video a week, if that. Doing a lot of YouTube shorts and back to doing regular content, and it's nice to be back. Drew Holiday averaging 19.2 points per game for the Bucks this year. I did see he made his second All-Star team with Milwaukee, so congratulations to him. Second All-Star team in his career, and this one with Milwaukee, should I say. Sohan with the ball into the paint, throws up a high layup, and it's in and good, 10-6. Remember Wang Shushu? No, I don't, Sal 77. Was that the guy from Shadow Warrior? The video game? Middleton for 3, good. Spurs are doubled up, and Pop's going to call timeout as they're down 13-6. That's all right. That's all right. If you ain't down with the San Antonio Spurs, I got 2 words for you. Sucker! Or another 2 words. Turnovers! All right, anyway, done playing around. Sohan from the start of the season, Toby, Spurs fans, offensively, he looked so bad at the start of the year, but he was a 19-year-old rookie. But from where he was in Game 1 to where he is now, it's light and day. Yeah, the three-point shot is erratic, but he is hitting his free throws. Knock them all you want for the one-handed free throw. They're going in, and he's shown much more ability to get into the paint and create his own shot. I like where he's heading offensively. Juju's off the Chiefs already? What, 1 and done? Dang. Rich, they're pouring concrete on my second driveway next week and then mounting a backboard on my detached garage so I can start nice hooping at home. I have a hoop on my garage. My driveway is a little lumpy, but it is what it is. But I got out there yesterday and played. It was about 61 degrees here in Connecticut. It was a lot of fun. It was nice out today, too, but being 45, I'm not in the place anymore where I can play basketball every single day, so I don't. But I'm excited for the nice weather to get here, to get back in shape. I mean, I don't look out of shape, but believe me, I'm not in the same shape I was earlier last year. Juju to the Pats. Oh, to the Pats here. Wow. Queen Jedi! I like that. Welcome back, King. Thank you, Last Jedi. You're always going to be Last Jedi to me. You just are. Hope you're doing well. Our San Antonio Spurs have had better days, but I am back and ready to really make a push and try to grow the channel this year. I'd really like to get 25,000. That's the goal. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but you know what? I was really inspired by a friend of mine who had a goal and ended up working 2 jobs, working his normal 40-hour job a week like I have, and then working part-time 24 to 32 hours. I'm like, you know what? If he can put the time in, I can certainly put in an hour a day to my YouTube channel. I recorded a Victor video earlier before the stream. I had another one I was going to upload. I didn't like how it came out, so I redid it. So it's going to be a draft video about Victor that'll go up tomorrow involving our team. And had a little fun with it. And I think I want to do Spurs content until the draft. Obviously some hypothetical draft situations for the Spurs because there's no guarantee we're going to draft 1 or 2. And also just some draft coverage on Victor because he's a big hype train. It's a lot of fun to talk about. It's a fun story. He intrigues me, a guy that size with the ability that he has. So I want to do a lot of Victor coverage. And I'm going to visit Kai Soto. I mean, I like to see what's going on with him. A few videos on him. That was a lot of fun last year. So I want to have fun on the channel, but I want to grow the channel. And I really haven't put a focused effort on the channel in really 2 years. And it's time to focus on this and the music channel. And a better me. Zach Collins for three. Going! Collins has been phenomenal from beyond the arc in his last 7 games, shooting about 50%. If you haven't done my watch my Spurs should re-sign Zach Collins video, he has been fantastic. 13-9. And a turnover, and now a late whistle. Going to go against San Antonio. The foul is on the purple-haired man himself, Jeremy Sohan, I believe. 2 fouls on the Spurs, none on the Bucks. I'd rather see 0 fouls on both teams. I like a nice, clean basketball game with minimal free throw shooting, no stopping the clock, just go, go, go. And Chris Middleton will be at the line for 2. Okay, sounds good, Queen Jedi. Enzo and Jesse, salute to you. How are you doing? Como esta? Appreciate you being here. And I agree with that, Glazing Bacon. Good evening to you, Sohan, and the all-rookie team. That would be awesome. Sohan going to go to the bench. First free throw is good, by the way. It is 14-9, Milwaukee with the lead. Jock Lindale's still in Phoenix, right? How's he doing out there? Is he still count? Is he doing well? I haven't checked his stats in a long time. Probably not since December when I saw him play against the Spurs in San Antonio. Malachi Branham will bring it up for San Antonio. Branham over to Mamu. Mamu out in three-point land. One-on-one with Bobby Portis. Gets it over to Zach Collins. 8 on the shot clock. Collins back to Devin Vassell. He's going to launch a 3 after the pick and roll. And that one is good, and the Spurs are down by 3. Come on, San Antonio. Mamu's a fun player to watch. I think the Spurs should lock him up long term. There's a lot of potential there. Could he ever be a starter? Maybe, maybe not. But you know what? It doesn't need to be. Spurs have shown, and the NBA has shown, you can have great quality players and 6 man of the year type players off the bench. Closest thing we have to Manu. I forgot Joe Mamo was on the Raptors. No Ayton tonight, so Landale's starting. Okay. As I looked at the chat, that was a bucket for the Bucks. They are up 17-12. My clock's a little ahead of the game clock on the TV, so let me pause it for a moment and get it back in check. Zach Collins into the paint. Awkward runner is no good. We're going to have a whistle, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. No Ayton and nor KD. Wow. I'm out of room for things to put up on this channel. Like video clips, I'm all maxed out. I don't have any more room. I want to make an intro. I want to work on that at some point this week for when the live streams start. Have like a video playing. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I just don't have any more room with Triple H and Chuck Norris and the Thunder Dunk of Justice and the Go Spurs Go and Selena Gomez and the Pop Thumbs Up. There's just too much going on here. I'm out of buttons for me to push. Second free throw is no good. The Bucks are up by 4. That long 3 is no good by, I think that was Chris Middleton. A long offensive rebound goes to Joe Ingles. Joe, hey Joe, where are you going with that ball in your hand? Gets it to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Giannis in the paint. Loses the ball. And Devin Vassell will pick up the loose ball. That is another turnover for the Bucks. Turnover is really helping the Spurs tonight. Vassell wide open for 3 all day. Finally takes the shot and misses the shot. Zach Collins with the rebound. I think he was a little thrown off by just how open he was. 6 on the shot clock for Zach Collins. Dumps it off to Devin Vassell. Vassell pull-up jumper is in-and-out burger. Spurs are really feasting on the in-and-out burger tonight. That is not a good thing. Down the other way, we have a miss by Bobby Portis with a follow-up two-handed slam dunk by Giannis. The irresistible force and the immovable object all in one package. Brandon into the paint, throws it up off the glass. Good. Pirtle is playing well for the Raptors. His scoring is up. I believe he's averaging 15 points per game, shooting like 63 or 64% from the floor. I'm glad Jakob's playing well with Toronto, and I'm glad Zach Collins is playing well for us. Both players have benefited from the trade. You know, smash that thumbs up. I'm worried about Charles Bassey's knee injury history. This is the second time I believe I've read he's had a cracked patella. So hopefully it's not something that lingers. Chris Middleton alone in the paint. Misses the easy shot. Now we're going to have a foul. Probably going against the Spurs, I got to think. Do short horror film. You know, I did independent films to start off Queen Jedi on YouTube from 2006 to 2018. It was called, the channel's called Whack Bag Films. It sounds dirty. It wasn't. Just goofy little short indie films, and I had 16 subscribers when that channel went down. So I mean, I just can't do that again. I don't have the time to do independent films like that. I just don't. I played Freddie in one of my music videos. Collins gets rejected in the paint as he takes it in, and now we're gonna have another whistle. Is this a foul or the ball getting knocked out of bounds? Lopez with the block. But I have played Freddie in one of my music videos. Collins is driving left, goes up the left-handed layup, and Lopez. Oh, Collins actually was pushing off. That might be an offensive foul. He was pushing off with the right arm. Nice job by Lopez. Getting a block even while being pushed off on, and it is going to be Milwaukee Bucks ball. Up by 6, 21-15, 5 minutes and change to go. Drew Holiday, headband power, throws it up off the glass. Good. I didn't know Cat was out. I mean, there's a song with me. There's a Freddy Krueger song on the music channel, Queen Jedi, if you ever get bored. It's about a 2.5 minute song. I'm just throwing that out there. There's a 3 baseline, and it's good. Bobby Portis Jr. for 3, and the Bucks are now up by double digits, and that's something I have said far too many times this season. The Spurs down by double digits. Mamu for 3. No good. Spurs got blown out last night by the Pelicans. They were never in the game. I would prefer not to see a repeat tonight. Middleton for 3, front rim no good. Blake Wesley with the rebound. He'll sprint up the court. Wesley, one of the fastest players in the NBA, and certainly the fastest player on the San Antonio Spurs. He's rocking the headman tonight. He takes off into the paint, throws it up, and good. And 1. All right. Let's cut this lead to like 5 before the quarter's over. I don't want a first quarter where we're down by double digits again. I get losing because we're in a rebuild, but I don't like seeing our guys getting blown out by 25-30. That's just not fun for me. It's not fun for the folks hanging out on the channel. Blake Wesley, free throw, good, and his shooting percentages are quite abysmal so far this year. They just put him up. I'm not even going to repeat them. They're bad. I'll just say they're really bad. He is a 19-year-old rookie who's missed a lot of time due to an injury. Drew Holiday gets double-teamed at half court, loses the ball out of bounds. That's another turnover for the Bucks at his first ball. What's up, Mr. Z? Right, Butterfly? Come on. Wake up. Why did I catch up? You wanted to. Gorgie Zhang's checked in for San Antonio, and now we have a whistle, and did we just turn the ball over trying to inbound the ball? Oh, we step on the line. What just happened? Wow. I don't know if that was a 5-second violation. I don't know what just happened, but that was a turnover for San Antonio. Drew Holiday pull-up jumper switch. Back up to 10. 28-18, 4 minutes ago. Spurs trying to find somebody who's going to lead this team in scoring. I mean, look at this lineup. Who's going to be the guy? Blake Wesley, Champagny, Mamu, Gorgie Zhang, KBD. Not a lot of offense on the floor right now, friends. Mamu into the paint with the layup. Good. Not a lot of offense at all. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. It is Joe Ingles out near out near midcourt with the ball. Gets it out to Lopez. Lopez to Connaughton around the world to Drew Holiday. He's going to take another 3, and that one's no good. Blake Leslie with the rebound. And Blake will bring it up the court for San Antonio. They are down by 8 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Gorgie Zhang now with the ball going to launch a 3. I don't know if that's what we want happening. Just a pass to Gorgie, and then he launches the 3. I feel like we could run a better offense than that. Angles launches a 3, though, and he will make it 31-20. Number 7 with the swish, and the Bucks are up by 11. Blake Wesley pick and roll. Out to Gorgie. Gorgie going to drop it off to Mamu. Mamu's going to take off. Pull-up jumper. No good. And a foul? Foul on San Antonio. I don't like this lineup for the Spurs right now at all. I know our roster is a little depleted with injuries. But this lineup that's out there right now ain't going to get it done. So it is what it is. We have a commercial break. Hopefully everybody's having a good night. And how you doing, Selena? Okay? Why don't I just show that all night? I'll just show Selena Gomez sitting there looking cute. Who, by the way, I believe I saw on, I don't remember what her streaming service was. She was the first person to get to 200 million subscribers. Was it Instagram? Or maybe 400 million? I don't know. She set some record. I didn't realize she still had that huge of a fan base. But apparently she does. Same to you, Enzo. And remember to stay stuck in the 80s. Huh? For those of you that know, you know. I still have all those videos. Man, that's 4 years ago. Not doing anything with them. It was a novel concept. I don't know if it ever would have taken off. Editing videos takes a lot of time. Movie reviews. And that was just me with using pictures. Using actual video and audio would have... It was fun, but... You know, I'm happy with what it turned into, which is TSR Sports. Wait, the first time Mama was... I didn't realize it. The first time they played, Mama was on the Bucks, and the second time they're playing now... That's kind of funny, J Money. Selena versus Hailey Bieber. Hailey Bieber? Who's Hailey Bieber? Is that Justin Bieber's wife? No hashtag me, I'm old. I don't know who Hailey Bieber is. I'm sorry. Never heard of her. Hallie? It is his wife. Okay. I figure what Bieber is a last name. That's probably his wife. I've never heard of her. Did she have a different last name and I would have heard of her? Like Halle Berry? Probably not. Anyway. Xmas, you're looking pretty good right now. The Spurs are a young team, and they have struggled a lot this year. Anything can happen in the NBA. But if I was a Bucks fan, I would feel pretty confident in my team tonight. Just saying. RIP stuck in the 80s, Enzo, but it'd always be right here. You know what I mean? That was a lot of fun, and I got to meet a lot of cool folks, a lot of sports influencers on YouTube, which influenced me to become TSR Sports. And who knows, if Stuck in the 80s stuck around for the whole 4 years since I started, would it have grown into something? Maybe. Would it be bigger than this channel? Maybe. Maybe it would be nothing. I'll never know. But I'll have the memories. Another 3, and that 3 is no good for... Gosh, I don't know who shot that for the Bucks. Oh well. 31-20. My clock is not running. We'll get that fixed on the next stoppage. Mama with the ball on three-point land. 11 on the shot clock. Drops it off to Champagnie. Champagnie over to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to launch the 3, and that is no good. Giannis with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Bucks with a little over 2 minutes to go. He drives, throws it up, and gets rejected. But we're going to have a foul on San Antonio with 2 minutes to go. Our starters were Zach Collins, Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Brannon, KBD, and Delmasel. So one of our biggest starting lineups of the year. Let's go. Frank Brakowski. Wow. I do remember Frank Brakowski. You are taking it back to the, early 90s? 31-20. Giannis at the line, averaging 31.3 points per game, which is 5th in the NBA. 31 points normally would lead the league in scoring. But there's no defense anymore. Well, players, the scoring is definitely up a lot this year. Up a lot. Gosh, Frank Brakowski, that's a name I have not heard in a long time. Boing, 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 makes the free throw, 33-20. Bucks up by 13. Spurs looking to get this darn lead to single digits, as there's been far too many Spurs games this year when they've been down double digits just after the first quarter. A few months ago, I heard the stat, they led the league in double-digit deficits after the first. I don't know if they still lead in that stat. Based on the games I've seen this year, there's a good chance we just may. Gorgie Zhang for 3. Good! All right. Grogu Zhang for 3. It's good! Woo! All right, anyway. 1.5 minute to go. Bucks up by 10. Another 3 is being launched, and that one is short by Bobby Portis, as the NBA, unfortunately for some fans, myself included in this, I don't like the games turning into 3-point shooting contests. It is what it is. Gorgie fakes the three. Gets it back to Mamu. Mamu's going to drive. Gets in the paint. Behind the back pass to Gorgie Zhang. Gorgie wasn't ready for it, and we're going to have a travel. That was a nice pass. Giannis does not have 33 points. The team has 33 points. He does not have 33 points. Come on now. Mr. Z, I don't think the Spurs are they're not trying very hard to win. I don't think, with all the guys they have out. Huge dunk attempt. No good. I think that was Portis with the dunk and miss. Yep, that was Bobby Portis. Tried to get it in there, couldn't. And it is Spurs ball. Under a minute to go. Champagny drives in the paint, gets the layup. It's an 8-point game. Cut it to single digits. Coming soon. Portis with the ball again. Got the headman power. Gets it out to Giannis. Giannis going to launch the three. Front rim no good. Going to be knocked out of bounds. And it'll be San Antonio ball. Zach, hola, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. Can we get to 50 thumbs up sooner than later? Because that's the goal now for these streams. 50 of these. I could use as many as possible because, well, it helps the channel. The Prune coming in with the... There's no McDormand tonight. He is out with an injury. He's got a sore butt. He's got a crack in it. Champagny off the screen, long three. Good. Spurs just cut this lead down to 5. Okay. Okay. Yeah! What? Hopefully that was not obnoxiously loud, but I have a feeling it was. Giannis with the ball, drives in the paint, throws up the layup. It is no good! And that's going to end the quarter, and the Spurs were down double digits, as much as 12, I believe, at one point. Make a run at the end, get the lead down to 5. And that's what I like to see. Whether we win or lose, just fight. Don't be down a million points. Just keep fighting, Spurs. And they're down by 5. Man, it was a busy day, Zach. It has been so ridiculously busy at my job that it's actually got me tired out after work now. And we're very, very short-staffed, and our new hires aren't coming until next month. Once the new hires come in, it's going to be, and get trained up, it's going to be smooth sailing for me as I'll be one of the trainers. But until then, it's just been busy, busy, busy. I do too, CB. I do as well. Right, Veronica? He's not even playing. And he's getting the shade. I cannot still dunk the Prune. I had a medical injury last year, and admittedly got a little lazy after that last year and a little out of shape. Not terribly out of shape. I can still touch rim, but right now I honestly cannot dunk. Which, if I can't dunk again, not the worst thing. I am 45, and a lot of guys my age certainly can't dunk, so we'll see. I plan on, the nicer weather's rolling in here in New England, so hope to get out biking again, playing some basketball, running, and doing all that. Hopefully my body responds well, and I can still get above the rim, if you will. Exactly, spur of the moment. Champagny and Mamu look like good pickups. They've been good pickups. Are they going to be good players long-term enough to get to that next level? I don't know. They're going to be bench players. I don't foresee them being starters in the near future, but it'd be great if they prove me wrong and they play so darn well that they're starters someday, maybe for the Spurs. TSR, did you know in Spanish, esposa means wife and esposas means handcuffs? What are you trying to say? I know I did not know that, and I'm sure I said it wrong. J-Money, when's opening day for Major League Baseball? Is it like in a week? I feel like it's right on the horizon. Please tell me it didn't already start, and I'm like that out of it. I don't believe opening day is here as of yet. I could be wrong. We'll see. Time will tell. 20 seconds left of this ad, and we'll be getting off to quarter 2, and Spurs fighting tonight. I like it. It is March 30th, okay. Chris, it's been a long time since I've done a stream. Well, I did a stream last night, but I took 2 months off to, one, it was tough to cover the Spurs when they were losing 16 in a row. I was still watching the games, but man, what are you going to say about your team when they're in the midst of a 16-game losing streak? I was also gaming a lot. I'm gaming a little less these days, and just was really busy with stuff, experimenting with some new channels on YouTube. I decided, you know what, focus on this channel. Yes, it's going to be tough being a Spurs fan and content creator for the rest of the season, but I do want to grow this channel, and my goal now is to someday have this channel have more subscribers than the actual San Antonio Spurs channel. Not going to be easy, but you know what? That's a goal. We'll see. Then I could say I'm the biggest Spurs channel on YouTube, I suppose. Sohan for 3. That's an air ball. Ay, ay, mamma mia. Good evening, Cowboy X Factor. I am back. Good to see you back again as well. Giants and Yankees March 30th. Okay. Darren Waller, if he can stay healthy, yes. Jeremy Sohan with the steal at his first ball, brings it up the court. Health is going to be the key with Waller. He's phenomenal when healthy. Vassell for 3. Off the rim, no good. Dominic Barlow fights for the rebound. Not going to get to it. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Milwaukee Bucks ball. You know what? We haven't had a Go Spurs go in a while, Mr. Z. All right. 33-28. Nobody has scored as of yet here in the second quarter. Milwaukee ball. Giannis spins around in the paint, throws up the layup. Good and one. Of course, as soon as I say that, whoops, wrong team. Giannis gets an and one. 35-28. You got a deal done with Saquon, but I know they franchise him Cowboy X Factor. I mean, I don't think I would have signed him to a long-term deal yet because, yes, he had a good season. Slowed down a little bit the second half of the season. But he also had 2 injury-plagued years the 2 prior seasons. So are you already ready to heavily invest in a player who's healthy for the first time in 3 years? I'm not. And the Giants weren't either. Giannis misses the free throw. But the Milwaukee Bucks get the rebound. Grayson Allen with the offensive board. 35-28. And nobody playing any defense in the paint as Chris Middleton just goes by everybody and gets the easy layup. Wow. Oh, okay, Zach. All right. Devin Vassell in the paint. Pull-up jumper, no good. I didn't realize that's what went down, to be honest with you. I had no idea. Yes, J Money, you apparently are the only Bucks fan, but right now, with the Spurs struggling, people aren't tuning into their streams, and with my algorithm being down, we're not getting a lot of fans from other teams anymore. So that's why you're probably the only Bucks fan. I tend to turn that around at some point. Devin Vassell at the line for 2. First free throw was good. 2 shots. Devin averaging 18.8 points per game right now. The second leading scorer on the Spurs, Kelvin, is number 1 at 21 point something. 21 and a half, roughly. Spurs playing a full court press. And they cause a turnover. Wow. Bucks get the ball in, and then the ball goes right back out. Nice job by the Spurs causing the turnover. Okay. We'll take it. That's one thing the Bucks have had some issues with tonight. They've been a little turnover happy, if you will. Devin Vassell, pick and roll with Jeremy Sohan. Back out in three-point land, 18 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Looking for another pick and roll with Don Barlow. Vassell into the paint. Pull-up jumper. In traffic. Good. Okay. After the... Oh. We have a runner by Giannis. Good. And 1. Well, I have until the draft, Cowboy X Factor. I'll have a lot of stuff keeping me busy until June. A lot of draft coverage. After the draft, we'll have possibly some free agency and trades. That usually goes for the first few weeks after draft. And then in the summer, probably take it easy, but I might do some NBA highlight video. I don't know. That will be tough because July, August, and September, there's going to be not a ton of NBA coverage. Is the World Cup this year? Maybe I'll cover the United States Women's National Team World Cup. Nah. Kristen Press isn't going to be in it. My favorite player's not going to be there. He missed the free throw. I don't have any interest. Good evening, Mars. Fast break for the Spurs. Blake Wesley going to call for the offensive foul. Darn it. It's still on the channel, Cowboy X Factor. It's not a viral video. I would not consider that video viral. It does have 1.1 million views, but it took 2 years to get there. To me, viral is, 3 million views or more, or we'll say 2 million views or more in like 5 days, or I don't know. The parameters seem to change. Giannis' jumper is no good, but that's definitely not viral. But I appreciate you calling that. It's definitely the biggest video I've had on my channel. Sohan into the paint. Out to Blake Wesley. Wesley to Brandon for 3. Nope. We haven't had a dunk yet tonight, have we? Figures, I make a Thunder Dunk of Justice graphic and we can't get dunks anymore. Middleton for 3, no good. And Sohan's out there. Where's Sohan with the dunks? 9.5 minutes to go. Spurs down by 7. Sohan gets it over to Devin Vassell. Vassell after the pick and roll back to Sohan. Sohan into the paint. Pull-up jumper. Air ball. What? Jeremy's second air ball of the night. We have a late whistle, though. I don't know who it's on. Milwaukee Bucks fans, I hope the Bucks beat the Spurs by 130 or score 130. I hope the Bucks have a blowout game. The Spurs are terrible. The Spurs are terrible, I think he meant. They are this year. Benjamin, good evening. I wouldn't mind losing all the games for Wemby. Keith, 130 points? I don't know. The pace has been kind of slow in the game. You guys need 65 before the half. We'll see. Our defense is atrocious. The Spurs have the worst defense in the NBA, I believe. Worst defensive rating. That's another turnover for the Bucks. So the Bucks have had a lot of turnovers tonight. Branham in the paint. Nice move with his body. Gets the layup. The Spurs are hanging around, down by 5. No, you know, the prune. Alley-oop dunk to Giannis, and he missed the dunk. It went in and out, Burger. Wow. Giannis missing the easy dunk. And then a turnover by the Spurs. And there's a nice, easy dunk for Grayson Allen on the fast break. Didn't miss that one. He must have a door open somewhere. Yeah, there must be a strong breeze in that building if the Spurs are going to call a timeout. Ah, crud. 41-34. At least the Spurs are fighting tonight. And without a few starters. Here's my thing about tanking for Wemby and Scoot with NBA lottery. Odds are... odds, you know, you're not guaranteed to get a top 2 pick. You're not. You could be the worst team in the NBA and draft, I think, what, 5th? Now, one thing that Spurs fans are hoping is that lightning strikes twice. The San Antonio Spurs in 1997 draft were the 3rd worst team overall and drafted first when they won the lottery, the big lottery, if you will, the number 1 pick in the lottery, and drafted Tim Duncan. If the Spurs are the 3rd worst team in the NBA this year, could lightning strike twice and they get the 1st overall pick? And if they do get the 1st overall pick, I got to think they're drafting Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, you know what, CB? I don't trust in the Clippers at all anyway. When Kawhi Leonard joined the Clippers, I really thought there would be a powerhouse there, and they just have underachieved every year. Now, Kawhi's had some injuries too since joining the Clippers, but I just, with PG-13's injury, I probably were done before that. I don't know. Just didn't have a lot of faith in them. Very, very strong breeze. You know what I didn't like is when Russell Westbrook went to the Lakers last season. I really despised that. I'm like, really? Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook? No, I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy the fact that absolutely blew up in their face, and the team was terrible. Granted, there was a lot of injuries, but that just easily the worst super team I've ever seen play. I mean, when you have a person that's considered on the Mount Rushmore of NBA GOATs in LeBron James, then you have a future Hall of Famer in Anthony Davis, a future Hall of Famer in Russell Westbrook. Not to mention there was plenty of other former All-Stars on the team, and that team just sucked and couldn't even make the play-in. Definitely one for the ages. Biggest bust of a super team I got to think of all time. Rick Lopez is playing IMT 50. I don't know if he's in the game right now. We're in a commercial break, but he did start the game. He's playing tonight. Lakers were able to flip. Yeah, they were. They were. No, they didn't mesh. Lakers super team was worse. Nash, Bryant, Howard, and Gasol. Wait, did the Lakers had Steve Nash at the end of his career? I don't even remember that. Oof. Gosh, it must have been bad. I don't even remember that, CV. But wasn't Nash way past his prime at that point? If he was the Lakers, he would have been like post 35 years old. Now, I know LeBron's over 35, but he's clearly still able to play at the same level, whereas Nash, I know at the tail end of his career, there was a drop-off. Going to be Spurs ball down by 7. Was he that old? Yeah, Kawhi X Factor. I forgot he played with the Lakers. He's only got 1. And as I looked at the chat, Jeremy Sun gets a bucket. 41-36. Spurs just keep hanging around. Good morning from Japan, Don Letts. Common sense. Nice Shyamalan. Chris Middleton in the post. Kicks it out to Allen. Allen for 3. Swish. I don't know why the little sound effects. Yeah, I think it is Cowboy X Factor. I think they're done. Grayson Allen, 8 points tonight. Down Vassell for 3. Swish! All right. 3-point shooting contest. Here's what it is. Today's NBA. Bada bing. Demisell picks Chris Middleton's pocket. Spurs going fast break at a 5-on-4. Sohan, baseline jumper. Nope. And I could just see his arm flail down after the missed shot. I don't think he's the shot. You need to just get in the paint and try to get some dunks or something. Spurs with some nice defense, cause another turnover. 7 and some change to go. Spurs down 44-39. They've been down 5, which feels like forever. Excuse me. They just keep fighting and get down by 7, down by 5, down by 7, down by 5. Wesley in the paint, loses the ball out of bounds. Going to stay with San Antonio, 9 on the shot clock. No Jai Crowder, no Goran Dragic, and no Myers Leonard. We're out some guys too tonight, though, J Money. No Kellen Johnson, no Trey Jones, 2 of our starters. Doug McDermott's out. Romeo Langford's out. I think there's another player or 2 that are out tonight. So we're missing some guys too. We don't have much to work with to start with, so we need everybody we can get out there. Mamu's check back in for San Antonio. Zach Collins pull-up jumper. Good! Collins needs to get a little more active and involved in this game. He's been one of our top scorers the last 7 games. I think he's averaging about 19 a clip. Needs to start shooting a bit more. The Spurs have cut the lead, though, to 3. Closest it's been in a while. Middleton pull-up jumper says, shut up, Rich. Back to 5. Interesting. Ninja, Brick Lopez he's on the court. He's out there. He's playing center. I see him on the court. Malachi Branham's going to lose it out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover on San Antonio. Dana, good evening to you. You know what? I'll give you a little go, Spurs go, for stopping in. Here you go. If you ain't down with that... Sucker! Lopez for a long 3. No good. There you go. For those of you asking about Brick Lopez, just took a 3 and missed it. And now some nice defense by Grayson Allen. They get the ball back. He shoots a 3, and that 3 is no good. Finally, the Spurs come away with the ball down 46-41. Spurs getting careless, and they turn the ball over. Ball goes out of bounds. I didn't like the way that offensive set looked. Whoops. Let's put Triple H back up again. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't like that offensive set after the Bucks turnover, and sure enough, what do? We go right down the other end and turn it over ourselves. And now another whistle. Dana, I mean, I'm a Spurs fan, though. Stick by my teams through the good, the bad. Right now, it's the bad. It's like a marriage. The best of times to the worst of times, and it's the worst of times. Actually, am I quoting a Charles Dickens book? Best of times, worst of times? You know what I mean. That being said, we're going to get a top 3 lottery pick more than likely. If we get the number 1 pick, well, Victor Wembanyama, here we come, and we'll have our first franchise player since Kawhi Leonard. Number 2. Number 2. Bucks ball. That long 3 by Holiday is no good. Going to bounce off the rim multiple times before it finally rimmed out. It is Spurs ball down by 5. Steph Curry's in the chat. And that's a 3? For Gorgie Zhang, that's a 3. That's right, 19 and 53. We represent that 19 and 53. Yeah. Chris Middleton having a little trouble holding the ball. Gets the ball back. Get to Drew Holiday. Holiday back to Middleton. Middleton's going to launch a 3. That 3 is no good. Champagny with the rebound. I mean, come on. Look what the names I'm announcing. Champagny, Mamu. These aren't your normal players you have out there all the time. Champagny for 3. That one's really no good. Mamu chases down the rebound, and I think he's going to get called for a foul, and he is. 46-44 under 5 minutes to go. Good evening, Cody Vlogs Adventure. Joshua Cherry, good evening. It was the best of times. It was the worst. The blurst of times. No, definitely not going to bandwagon to another team, the Cowboy X Factor. Nope. I saw that, BC. The team that broke LeBron, go Spurs. The team that closed out the Lakers arena twice. Their previous arena, the Staples Center, we won the last game there, and then I can't remember the names of the last 2 places they played in, but we closed them out twice, so yes. As a Spurs fan that grew up also being a Cowboys fan, I'm clearly desensitized to losing Chris. You know, not trolling Cowboys fans, but I just can't imagine the frustration you all must have. 2.5 decades of making the playoffs almost every single year, only to just be one and done. Second free throw is no good. Is it going to be Spurs ball? The Spurs might have a chance to tie this. It's going to be Spurs ball. We have a chance to tie this. Oh, okay, Joshua, I got you. Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. And if you ain't down with that, join ours! Anyway, appreciate y'all being here tonight. I like to have fun on the channel. My team's bad, but I'm still going to have fun. I'm going to watch my guys. Sham Pennington, the paint, gets blocked by like 4 different Bucks. It's going to be Milwaukee Bucks ball. Yeah, no chance in hell you've got. Anyway, Lopez in the paint. And we're going to have another foul. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to stop my clock. My apologies. Then I mean to punch in the face with Chuck Norris again. NBA Finals, Nuggets and Celtics. I could see the Nuggets and Celtics possibly being there. The Bucks could end up there. I got to think the Nuggets are probably the front runners in the West, though. With the Suns, though, with a healthy Kevin Durant, let's not forget about them. Brook Lopez is at the line for 2. He makes the first one. The Milwaukee Bucks are in the bonus. You got to be honest about your team, Cowboy X Factor. You're young enough to where I don't believe you've never seen them win a championship. Every year, it's like we're just, you know what I'm trying to say without saying it. Just frustrating. I can't imagine having a Pro Bowl quarterback like Tony Romo and the tools that are around him every year and just accomplishing nothing. Then Dak Prescott comes in, you think you got it with Ezekiel Elliott, and still just a disappointment. Mamu for 3, no good. Hey, Latino Lantern, he's got the $2 super chat. We got a Thunder Dunk. We do. Go Spurs, go to you, but we haven't had a Thunder Dunk of justice yet. Nobody's dunking for the Spurs. And another foul on San Antonio. That's going to be more free throws for the Milwaukee Bucks. Javon Carter going to be going to the line. The first time I said his name tonight for Milwaukee. Lakers versus Celtics in the finals? Nah. Sorry, that's Bobby Portis at the line. They showed Javon Carter, but now it's Bobby Portis at the line. My apologies. I haven't done anything in the TSR Sports mailbox recently, Cowboy X Factor, but I still do have the TSR Sports mailbox. I re-signed that up for another year. The Spurs are eliminated from the playoffs, so it can't be us. The Sixers are looking good. That's a good point, Keith. Embiid, possible MVP this year. Second free throws, 1 of 2, 49-44. Spurs back down by 5, but keeping it close. We were down by 12 in the middle of the first quarter, and it looked like it was going to turn into a blowout. So they are fighting tonight, which I do like. Gorgie Zhang takes about 17 steps in the paint, and he traveled. They call him traveling. Anthony Davis, soft as cotton candy. LeBron and Social Security. I mean, LeBron James being out with an injury couldn't end up being the best thing for him and the team because he's been resting. He hasn't been playing. You can't ask a guy pushing 40 to play 82 games. Hello? Michael Jordan played 82 games at 40. Just throwing that out there. That's a miss, and now a tip, and a tip. Just a tip from the Bucks, and finally the Spurs get the ball back as multiple opportunities for Milwaukee. Sohan sprints up the court, dumps it off to Mamu, thinks about a 3, dumps it back to Sohan. Sohan going to drop it off to KBD, dang. Katie Bates, stay up. Back out to Gorgie Zhang. Over to Jeremy Sohan again with 8 on the shot clock. Sohan, long mid-range 2 is good. Finally made a long shot. I don't think, does Lopez have 0 points? I'll check at the half. I thought he scored at least 1 on a free throw. Joe Ingles wide open for 3. He missed the 3. Offensive board, though, for the Milwaukee Bucks. Drew Holiday. Out 3-point land, guarded by Jeremy Sohan. 6 on the shot clock, takes it into the paint. Kicks it out for 3. Portis off the side of the backboard. But a beautiful putback and bucket by Pat Connaughton. Wow. That was nicely done by Pat Connaughton. That was a difficult shot, too. And then guess what? The Spurs are down by 5 again. KBD in the paint with the bucket. And 1! All right, that's what I'm talking about. KBD, dang. Lopez has 2. All right. And 1. Is LeBron James getting a? We have a timeout. Is there PED allegations toward LeBron James, Jermaine? I kind of heard an inkling of that, but is that something that's going around right now? Pat Connaughton. I always butcher his name. Thank you, Dan. Pat Connaughton. Is there some controversy with LeBron right now? Did he test positive for something? Because if he didn't test positive for something, then not even worth bringing up. Well, I got 2:40 on the clock myself. What's that, Eliza? Am I bizarre? Because I definitely am. If you're not down with the bizarre, again, I got 2 words for you. Sucker! Is it Selena Gomez sitting next to me? I guess that's bizarre, right? I mean, there she is rocking a Spurs jersey, so she's my co-host. You know what I'm saying? Good-looking co-host. ESPN analyst is claiming that he took PEDs. Not going to read anything into it. Now, if he tests positive for something and gets busted, that's a different story, and that would probably ruin his legacy. Not completely ruin it, obviously, but that would definitely tarnish it. It would put an ass. It would. Look at Major League Baseball. Barry Bonds is put up ridiculous numbers in his career. Never going to be in the Hall of Fame. Tarnished. So, yeah, if he was found guilty of anything like that, then yeah, that would probably take his chances out of being in the Hall of Fame. Not in the Hall of Fame, and certainly people would not be calling him the GOAT anymore. I agree. Titles over MVPs every day. Tim Duncan has more titles than MVPs, and I will take that. I'd rather have more titles. That's why you play the team. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. I don't know, Jermaine. I'll have to look into the story. Latino Land with a $5 super chat. Appreciate your support this week, my man. He says, who are we, Spurs? Beat and come back on a playoff team. Hawks blown out by Pelicans who won't make it and keeping up with the number 1 Eastern team. That's a good point. We got annihilated by the Pelicans last night. That was a tough game to watch. Then we had our biggest comeback of the season against Atlanta and former teammate DeJounte Murray. And now we're hanging and banging with the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. Missing starters. I really don't know who we are. I don't know. It's my team. I'll still root for them no matter what. And we have a pretty good crowd in here tonight. So if you guys could hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate you. See if we can get to 50 before the half. I would really appreciate that. KBD's free throw's good, and the Spurs, whoops, wrong team. Down only by 2. They're hanging with this Milwaukee Bucks team, and this is a good Milwaukee Bucks team with one of the best players in the NBA in Giannis. We're going to have another whistle down the other end. Is this 2 more free throws for Milwaukee? The whistles have not gone the Spurs' way tonight. Hello, yes, Sirski. Good evening to you. Hopefully you're doing well. And I think we're going to have 2 more free throws for the Bucks. Looks that way. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Yes, no. Yes, 2 more free throws. Okay. I was wondering whether you're going to... That took forever to get to. First free throw is good. Bobby Porter's at the line for 2. 52-49. The Spurs are like the 2013 Giants. Lose to bad teams and beat good teams. Who is guarding the Greek Freak? Well, it's been a mix of Zach Collins, Mamu, the whole team at one point. Nobody's been effective against Giannis. But then again, who is? Gorgie Zhang's been guarding him at times. That's not good for the Spurs. Down by 3, 1 or 2 from the line for Portis. KBD gonna pass it to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's not a San Antonio Spur, in case you didn't know. Giannis into the paint. Drives by. Devasel gets the layup and 1. Spurs have had no answer whatsoever for Giannis tonight. Oh my gosh. Spur of the moment. That would be crazy if anything holds up. But I don't really want to... Until something's proven, not even going to go there. I don't like the blue court either, Eliza. They've been hoard from charity stripe. This blue court and the blue jerseys are totally throwing me off. This is my first game, or my first time seeing the Milwaukee Bucks play this year, and seeing in these jerseys, when I think Milwaukee, I think green and white. Blue? No. And the blue jerseys, he missed a free throw. The blue court, it's messing me up. It's a nice color blue. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice shade of blue, but not. The hell was that, Gorgie? I'm just going to throw the ball into the stands. We are playing some sloppy basketball and still only down by 5. Smoke one for me, Mr. Z. Well, Jermaine, that is a valid question. And that is a darn good question. We'll leave it at that. Drew Holiday will get it over to Giannis. Giannis guarded by Devin Vassell. I don't like that matchup. Gets into the paint. Gets it over to Connaughton. Connaughton with the miss. And Giannis with a huge follow-up two-handed dunk. The Spurs had cut this lead down to 2. They are now down by 7 with 1:40 to go in the first half. Devin Vassell in three-point land standing on the Bucks logo. Now switched and guarded by Giannis. He's going to launch a 3. No good. You got me? All right, my man. And Giannis now with an alley-oop, huge dunk. The Spurs cannot. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. The Spurs are one of the worst, if not the worst team when it comes to defense in the NBA, and they're showing it tonight. Jeremy Sochan drives by the entire Bucks lineup and just takes it into the paint for a layup. Nice job, Jeremy. I like that. We play the Wizards next. I won't be calling that game, Keith. I think I'm calling 4 more games for the rest of the year, so about half of what's left. Giannis for 3. Nope. Don't blame him for shooting it. I've got, I'll have to check the schedule. Turnover. Angles with a quick jumper in the paint. Wow. That's just sloppy. Come on, man. How are you going to do that against a good team like the Milwaukee Bucks? Like, don't just give them an Olay. Here you go. Now we're down by 9. We're just down by 2. The Bucks had a 7-0 run in there. Defense chance out at the FI serve .4. Another turnover. My gosh. Middleton in the paint. Throws it out. 3-pointer's good by Pat Connaughton. And just like that, we're down by 12. They'll probably just say, hey, time for the tank. Time to go into the half down by double digits. What the heck? Bucks on a 12-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The Spurs have just forgotten how to play basketball on both ends of the court in the last 2 minutes. Devin Vassell step-back jumper. Beautiful shot. Didn't go in. Giannis with the rebound. Shot clock is off. Giannis takes it up the court into the paint. Kicks it out. Angles for 3. Of course. With the buzzer. Wow. Wow, we just got kicked in the teeth in the last 2.5 minutes. We're down by 2. We're down by 15 now. I don't know what to say to that, Spurs fans. Bucks fans, this is why you're the top team in the Eastern Conference, because just like that, you turned it on when you needed to, and now you got a 15-point lead like that. I remember when the days of the Spurs were this good. Hopefully one day soon. Not this season, but man, if we get the draft pick, you know the one. It's going to be a whole different Spurs team. But right now, we're down by 15. But I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. It's halftime, so I'm sure some folks will take off for a bit and come back. Hopefully, the Spurs can make this a game again. That being said, let's pull some halftime stats. I'm about to read the halftime stats spur of the moment. What a crazy game. Been hanging around by 5 all night, fighting, and then these last 2 minutes just... For the San Antonio Spurs, Zach Collins with 6 points tonight. He's got to get more involved. He's only taken 2 shots. 2 shots! 2! Jeremy Sochan with 10. KBD with 3. Devin Vassell with 12, but he is struggling from the field. Only 4 of 12. And Malachi Branham with 4. And the Spurs, holy S-H-I-T. The Spurs have 15 turnovers already? 15? Vassell with 3. Branham with 3. Gorgie Zhang with 4. He's played 10 minutes. He's got 4 freaking turnovers? How you gonna beat the Milwaukee Bucks just giving them the ball left and right? Wow, that is... Starting lineup has 10 turnovers. Mamu with 2. Champagny with 5. Barlow with 0. He's got as many points as I have. Zhang with 6. And Blake Wesley with 3. We are shooting 44% from the field, 28% from the arc. We just had 3 games not too long ago where they were killing it from three-point line, and all of a sudden they can't shoot a 3 anymore. We've only taken 6 free throws. The Bucks have gone to the line 16 times.
I'm a screen-addicted tween, and if I'm not posting on social media, I don't feel seen. Oh my God, Mom, you gotta
keeping my eyes on the road is paying off with driveways.
Get driveways from all states, save for avoiding mayhem, like me.
Wesley in the paint, and the rebound, working Jay, out of the pile, picks it up. JVD out of Ocean, hands to Mamu, Mamu lays it up and in.
Say the baits just very patient there. Drops it off to Mamu, slashing at the basket. A lot more of that when we return.
Of the half three-pointer to put the Bucks up by 15. Spurs are going to need to play much better basketball if they're going to have a chance at all. We've out-rebounded Milwaukee, go figure. 25 to 22.
Get a load of this glorious morning in nature. Can you feel the energy? The verb, the giddy thrill at waking up and being alive and kicking. Luckily for you humans, Nature's Way put that feeling in a bottle. Multivitamins inspired by nature. Nature's Way.
Milwaukee Bucks. You are not going to win any games with those kind of statistics. Oh boy. Anyway, Daquan, good evening to you. Bucks Nation, yeah, you're giving it to us right now. I'm not going to deny that. Why did this thing didn't go well? Back to the drawing board. Well, it's still. I'm not calling this game over yet, but we can't go down by 20 going to the fourth against this team. It's just they're not coming back. If Spurs get the number 1 pick, don't pick Wemby too skinny. He'll get punked by the big boys. Jermaine, I know he's thin. He's really tall. There's an injury concern, but if he can stay healthy, he is going to be ridiculous in the NBA. I think whoever picks number 1 is drafting him. Now, and if he's Chet Holmgren 2.0, who missed the whole season, then that's not good. High risk, high reward. Who else can hear Sean Elliott? My TV's on a commercial. You can't hear him through the stream, can you? Just what the league needs. More 7-footers shooting threes. Well, that's fair. Yeah, CB, I've got concerns. Mateo, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. But yes, I actually have a video up going tomorrow at 11:30 about Victor Wembanyama. So if you're a Spurs fan, a Victor fan, be sure to check it out. It's only like 7 minutes. I had fun making the video. So, yeah, hopefully check it out when I put it up tomorrow. Spurs' next 9 games. The Wizards, Celtics, Jazz, Warriors, Kings, Suns, Blazers, Wolves, Mavs. All right, so I know from that I'm calling the Jazz, the Suns, the Blazers, and the Mavs. So I am calling 4 more out of those 9. So about half the remaining games. I looked at my schedule. Still sticking with doing weekend games. Pretty much not possible. Friday, Saturday games out. Probably not Sunday games, but games in the middle of the week, Monday through Thursday, I'll do. The odd Sunday game here and there. I think the last game of the year is on a Sunday. I want to call that just to hang out, talk to you guys about, kind of recapping the season. And then shortly after that, I'll have my end of the season report card for the Spurs. Even though I have been doing weekly report cards, which, can you guys imagine if I was doing weekly report cards during that 16-game losing streak? One, nobody'd be watching them. You guys would, the diehards would, but I mean, I could see those videos getting like 500 views each. But 2, I would have pretty much nothing positive to say. And that's why I didn't want to do those either. Like, do I just want to sit there and, Keldon Johnson, bad week. Dem Vassell, bad week. Just everybody having a bad week. The Spurs went 0-4 this week. Lost by an average margin of 20. I mean, I didn't want to talk about that. 15 turnovers. That is terrible. There's a few Bucks fans in the chat. Seth, Ravens fan, Bucks fan. Those are 2 polar opposites. But I'm a Giants fan and a Spurs fan, so I get it. And then Vipers. That is a XFL team. I don't know. NHL team, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know who the Vipers are. Big country. Melissa, good evening to you. And yes, I'll drop. You know what? I haven't one of these in a while. Little go Spurs go for y'all. Spurs versus Warriors. Yeah, that definitely not doing a Friday night game in J Money, so that game is out for me. Is that in San Antonio? If it is, the Spurs have a chance to win because Golden State is terrible on the road. No, good evening. XFL. Okay, I thought I heard somebody say the Vipers were an XFL team. Admittedly, I have not watched any XFL this year. A friend of mine's trying to get me into it. I'm like, look, dude, I watched the XFL back in 2001 when it first came out. Watched a little bit a few years ago, and I know it's stopped because of the COV to the ID. But I've already watched twice and seen it fail twice. I just don't want to give it a third chance. I hope it succeeds. For fans like yourself, I hope that they don't have a third failure. I don't have any interest in it right now. Maybe that'll change. I like Darren Waller and the Giants. If he can stay healthy, that's going to be a great pickup. The Giants severely need receivers for Daniel Jones to throw to. I mean, Kenny Golladay is one of the biggest New York Giants free agent signing busts in the history of the team. Just sucked with the New York Giants. Absolutely sucked. Very huge disappointment. Sterling Shepard just can't stay healthy. He was throwing to guys I never heard of last year. One of our top receivers was Richie James. I mean, come on, you're not going to win games like that. Give him some guys to throw to, and he played very well in Dable's system last year. Give him some legit talent out there to throw to, and actually, let's not forget Kadarius Toney was a massive, just what a waste of a draft pick. What a waste of a draft pick. Dang. Stats, Melissa, 15 turnovers in the first half. They covered it right at the end, Nicholas. It was a 2-point game until the last 2.5 minutes, and the Bucks just rolled us. Absolutely rickrolled us. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Anyway, so congratulations if you had a bet on that. Okay. Definitely don't want to. I'm not knocking the XFL. If anybody hears me say I don't watch it, it's just, I can understand folks that started watching a couple years ago and they're giving it a second chance this year. But I was there for what was really a disaster back with He Hate Me. It was very, very heavily WW then F influenced with The Rock and Stone Cold being there. Yes, I know The Rock's an owner in the XFL now, but I mean, it felt like wrestling. I think there were wrestling promos during the show, and it was not good. To the XFL's credit, though, I believe they're the ones that started behind the quarterback camera before the NFL was shooting the game from, let's just say, from east to west, from left to right. And I think the XFL was the first one to have the camera to follow the coverage north to south, if you will, up and down. So credit to them for starting that. I believe I read that somewhere. Ezekiel Elliott's a free agent right now, right? He's not signed by anybody? Zeke to the Giants? No. We have Saquon Barkley. We don't know. No way. No way that would work. Plus, we already re-signed Matt. I think we re-signed Matt Breida as the backup. So, no, he's not going there. The WNBA sucks. I mean, I don't want to say the ladies suck because I don't believe that. They're doing something I will never do, and that's play professional basketball. But as far as drawing viewers, I would agree 100% it sucks there. They've lost money every year since they started. I don't know what they need to do to succeed. We've seen women's sports succeed other places. Women's soccer draws good viewers. Women's tennis. Women's MMA is phenomenal, the way that's grown in the last decade. Basketball, just... Yeah, I think they should lower the rims, to be honest with you. I know they're against it, but they already play with a smaller basketball. Well, if you play with a smaller basketball, why can't you just lower the rim? I mean, I want to see some dunking. I want to see somebody throw down and knock another girl right on her face and wow, boom, thunder dunk of justice. So I think you should go 9 or 9.5. Lower that if you're going to play with smaller balls. Lower the rim 6 inches. It is very different. I think that might be the issue. When you watch a WNBA game versus an NBA game, you're getting a much different viewing experience. Hey, good evening to you, and go Spurs go to you. I'm surprised that the Cowboys cut Zeke, but yeah, I think they feel like they've got a better future moving forward with Tony Pollard. It does my eyeball test. I haven't seen a lot of Cowboys games the last few years, only when they play the Giants for the most part. But correct me if I'm wrong, Tony Pollard at this point in his career, in Ezekiel Elliott's career, is the more explosive runner who can take it, 30, 40, 50 yards. Whereas Zeke just kind of more get you that short yardage, the 5 to 10 yards, etc. In the long run, isn't losing the best thing for the season? I mean, for a playoff pick, Luxury Football League, I have not seen that. The Lingerie Football League is still around? Is that really a thing? I honestly don't know. I remember there being that way back in the day. I think I saw it maybe in its first year, whenever the heck that was, many years ago. I didn't know it was still kicking around. Good for them, I guess. I mean, heck, if you can make a buck, do it, I guess. Women's college basketball does extremely well, so I don't get it. Yeah, I didn't even think of it. I forgot that. Women's college hoop does really well. I don't know. Who wants to see 2,000 jumpers and layups, even the one... Oh, you're talking about the women's WNBA. Okay. Apparently nobody, based on the ratings. I hope they succeed someday. I really do. I don't wish any ill will towards anybody trying to achieve anything in the sport. Something needs to change, and I don't know what. I'd like to see when we get opportunity to coach in the NBA. I thought Becky Hammond would be the first coach to do that. I really thought she would be the Spurs' next coach. It could still... no, she's under contract, I think, for 4 more years. I don't know. We'll see. I don't trust Mike McCarthy. Melissa, the thing is, she's a coach and a head coach of any sport, whether it's, the NBA, the WNBA, the NFL, whatever sport it may be. The coach is only going to bring in so much attention. It's the players that are going to draw viewers, not the coaches. I mean, as a Spurs fan, I love Greg Popovich as what he's done for our team, but people weren't watching the Spurs to see Pop coach, per se. Granted, I'm sure they like seeing Pop coach, but you were tuning in to see David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. You're tuning in to see what the players do on the court. Much like I am now. I know Pop's out there, and I see him out there, and when he gets angry or whatever, makes me laugh or just looks stoic, like whatever. But in the end, I'm watching the Spurs games to see Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, Devin Vassell, etc. Oh, come on. You can find that. There's definitely plenty that have. There's definitely a lot of women that have dunked in game. It's happened. Definitely. Just got to YouTube it. It's out there. Third quarter should be starting any moment. Can the Spurs turn this game around? The Bucks closed with an extremely strong run. I don't know what the run was. Well, they outscored us by, I believe, 13, whatever the run was. 13-0, I don't know, 15-2? Because we were down by 2, I believe, with around 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes to go. We're not down by 2 anymore. We're down double digits. Anyway, let's focus back on the game. See if the starting lineup can put something together. Get this. Well, there you go. Game has started. We have the annoying NBA habit of squishing the game down to a smaller screen while they're doing an interview. I hate that they do that. Zach Collins with the jumper in the paint. It's good and one. And there's no game clock because of this smush screen. So just get this interview out of here. Out. Out. I don't know if I'm the only one that can't stand that. They'll take the screen when the game is like about half the size of what it normally is, and then there's the interview of somebody on the right. Collins misses the free throw. 66-53. That's what I'm thinking at your boy Rico. That would be one heck of a 1-2 punch in the front court. Brooke Lopez, the jumper in the paint, no good, and a foul on Zach Collins. Spurs have no luck with the fouls tonight as the Milwaukee Bucks have been going to the line at will, and Lopez will be going there for 2. Jason, but I want to see... Wow, Zach Collins has 4 fouls already. I want him to be competitive, even if they're not winning. I don't want to see him down double digits. I don't want to see him get smashed like he did last night against the Pelicans. I want to see them still compete. First free throw is good for Lopez. 67-53. I agree. They probably should extend Zach yes. Both free throws good. I think they can still extend him right now. I don't think there's any rules that you can't re-sign a player at this point of the season, is there? Will they have to wait until the regular season's over in a few weeks? I don't know. Another turnover for the Spurs. That's number 16. Gosh. This is Lopez Defensive Player of the Year, really? I haven't been following him this year. Is he really in the talks for Defensive Player of the Year? Not trolling. I honestly don't know. Really have no idea. And now a offensive foul on Brook Lopez. Speak of the devil. 68-53. 11-12 to go. Hope everybody's having a great day. The weekend is almost here. Can't get quick enough here for me. What a long week at work it's been. 60% through it, though. Sohan drives in the paint, throws up the left-handed layup. No good! Giannis with the rebound. Giannis sprinting up the court with the ball into the paint. Euro step, dunk. Wow. Wow. And that's what I have visions of seeing Victor Wembanyama doing things like that with the Spurs if he was to get drafted by us. Sohan, little jumper in the paint. Good. Is Lopez averaging 2 blocks a game? No kidding. Dang. All right. And Giannis for 3. Wow. Giannis just can't stop him. Can't. Just got to hope they shut the rest of the team down. Jeremy Sohan drives in the paint, throws up the layup. No good. Going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. They're showing Giannis on his own personal fast break. Just drives to the spur, drives by them, Euro steps, dunk. And then follows it up with a 3-pointer. Man, he's good. Hard to believe where his career started, and how much he's developed over his career, and just the beast that he's turned to on the court. Sohan with the purple hair, 12 points tonight, 2 assists on 6 of 12 shooting. The one-handed free throw is good. Hey, knock them all you want in the one-handed free throw. It's working, and that's all that matters. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, though, would appreciate you do. We're getting close to 50. Last night we got to 75. Hoping we can at least get to 75 tonight. It's not looking good, but hey, you never know. You missed the second one. Well, dang. I hope we get to the 20th win, though, because if we don't get 20 wins, this would be the worst Spurs team of all time. Record-wise. 19-63, I don't want to see that. Oh, boy. Another bucket for the Bucks. They're up by 19 as this is slowly turning into a a blowout. Demisel for 3, no good. Drew Holiday with the rebound. We were down by 2 near the end of the fourth quarter. Now we're down by 19. Sacre bleu. Giannis with another alley-oop dunk. I think we're going to have a timeout by Pop. This is getting ugly fast. Right, Jermaine? I don't think Giannis is going to be able to play long enough to get 50 tonight. If they keep pulling away from the Spurs like this, Giannis is going to get the fourth quarter off. Oh boy. Well, it is what it is. I mean, as a Spurs fan, I'm used to this. Unfortunately, this has been our season. A lot of double-digit deficits. A lot of deficits by, gosh, we're down by 21. You know what? Chuck Norris is just going to punch me now. Yeah, I needed that. Lopez, what do you mean still down? He's playing. He's in the game. Last I checked. Hasn't had a great game. I think he only has 4 points. But he's still out there. Spurs with 1,000,000 turnovers tonight. Giannis unstoppable as usual. And this is turning into a bloodbath very, very quickly. So I'm going to grab my comfort blanket. And hope the Spurs turn around a little bit. Maybe if you're unconscious, you won't remember the game. Are you suggesting I drink heavily during these streams, Veronica? Have a few shots? Maybe a little proper 12, Conor McGregor's drink of choice? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should drink one of these Spurs games. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with John Morant. I haven't been following anything. I know he's got some issues legally, but I haven't been following the story. Is there talk that the Grizzlies might get rid of him? Shots. Definitely not on a Wednesday night. I got to work Thursday, so there's no chance I'm drinking. Should I drink? Yeah, he thinks I should drink. He's clapping his hands. Giannis used to walk to the stadium. Get out of here, really? I did not know that. It would make for great TV. I've seen a fellow streamer a couple streamers get lit up during live streams, and I think he ended up deleting them. I'm not going to say who. It's somebody you're subscribed to as well, Veronica. Got to a stream and he's just been hammered. Warriors did win a game on the road. Would you look at that? Let's see, coast-to-coast coverage. Jason Tatum with 36 last night versus Kings. Jokic with 31, 12, and 7 tonight. Joel Embiid with 12, 7, and 7 at the half. I would only take like 3 shots for me to get messed up. No, John Morant's... I don't want somebody with legal troubles following them. Spurs ball down by 21. KBD with 4-3. No good. I don't know if K debates launching threes is the key to victory. Bucks turn the ball over down the other end. Spurs will get it back. 9 minutes to go. .9:06 to go. Gorgie Zhang will get it in for the Spurs. Would they spur the moment? No. I probably have to have it off camera. Like, you can't see what I'm drinking, but I'm sure plenty of streamers are loopy on camera. I mean, Joe Rogan was on YouTube, and he was always, doing that on camera. Constantly. Besides, alcohol is legal. Another turnover for the Spurs. I believe that's 17. Giannis misses in the paint, gets the ball right back. This is turning into a massacre. Wait, Ja is back tonight. Yes, my red cup. There you go, Veronica. Drink from my red cup and keep saying it's water. It is water tonight. This is definitely H2O. KBD drives baseline, gets the layup, and 1. KBD going to take over the game, baby. KBD. No. Okay. I had no idea, and period, that he goes back. 3-point play is good. Spurs cut the lead to 20. 79-59. Three-pointer from the baseline is no good for Bobby Portis. It is Spurs ball. Portis checking in early here in the second half. KBD with the ball again, gets in the paint. The runner is no good. I told you he was going to try to take the game over. Dominic Barlow's checked in for the Spurs. Now Portis getting double teamed by KBD and Barlow. Now in all sorts of trouble. Finally gets the ball out of to Chris Middleton. Middleton back to Holiday, and Holiday's going to throw it out of bounds. Bucks getting a little sloppy with the ball here lately. Jermaine, I don't even know what to do with that statement. Both teams sloppy tonight. The Bucks with 11 turnovers and the Spurs with 17. And we're only this far into the third quarter. Malachi Brandon, nice drive in the paint. Can't finish with the layup. It is Bucks ball. Giannis took a shot to the head. No foul. And he'll actually bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis into the paint. Pull-up jumper. Good. Gosh, the Bucks might get to 100 before this quarter's over. Does the team look disinterested? I mean, they were, up until the last few minutes of the first half, Phil, they were looking good and looked interested. Now they're down this many points to one of the best teams in the NBA. You got to think confidence is very low right now, which could give them the appearance of being not interested. They have a sellout on three-point land. Pull up 3. Good. A long 3. 81-62. Spurs 7 of 25 from beyond the arc. That is 28%. Bucks only shooting 33%, so not much better. Giannis in the paint. Layup good. Just give it to Giannis every time. Seriously, if I'm Milwaukee, just give it to him every single time you have the ball down the other end. You have the ball offensively. Just let him do it. KBD in the paint and gets rejected by Giannis. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. And it's Bucks ball. I don't think you can, though. But maybe you can. I don't know. That was off Dominic Barlow. And that's going to be... Is that considered another turnover? I don't know. Is that a turnover on us again? Crap. That would be 18 if it is. Bucks ball. Grayson Allen drives into the paint. Out to Giannis. Wide open for three. Front rim no good. He has hit a three tonight. Did not make that one. Spurs ball. Blake Wesley will bring it up. Yeah, we need some Jesus Sandal right now. Is right. KBD drives in the paint. Stops. Out to Blake Wesley. 6 on the shot clock. Wesley for a long three. No. Nope. Chris Middleton's kind of had a quiet night for the Bucks. He just launched a quick three. That's an in-and-out burger. Jeremy Sohan with the rebound. Sohan will bring it up for the Spurs. 5.5 minutes to go, down by 21. 83-62. It's it out to KBD. KBD for three. No good. We're going to have a foul. Keita Bates-Diop going to go to the line for not one, not two, but 3 shots. Right. Make it a game for me. It's painful. Now I know why I took some time off, because just watching it seems like when I was going live, Veronica, these are the type of games the Spurs would always play, just down by 20 all the time, and then eventually losing by 25-30 with the odd win, very rare win here and there. Maybe I'm just bad luck. I was betting on the Bucks blowing out the Spurs and then benching Giannis. Andre, it's a blowout right now. We're down by 21. As a Spurs fan, my team is down 21, so it's a blowout. I think Giannis stepped on KBD's foot on the three-point attempt. There's that rule about giving the player the landing. May have originated with Kawhi. Okay, they were checking to see if it was a flagrant. I would not have called a flagrant there, but still a foul. So three free throws for KBD. Exactly, the curse of Rich. The Spurs will never be good while I'm calling them. First free throw is good. 20-point game. Coming to a theater near you. One man dares to be a San Antonio Spurs fan, even in the midst of their worst season ever. TSR Sports. Watch TSR Sports call numerous Spurs games and be depressed about their play, and they get rejected by woman after woman as his life just falls into a circle of damnation. I don't know. Up for the show. No, I just have 2 thumbtacks in between the Expendables posters, so no, I don't keep my Spurs jerseys up all the time. I used to have a green screen there, and that just looked ridiculous being in my living room. So I took the green screen down, and I just put the Spurs jerseys up when I'm live. Now, I do respect that, Jermaine. I've mentioned this before on my channel. I don't think I've seen you in here before. If you have, my apologies. But I actually talked about this last night in my live stream. People were talking about GOATs, and I mentioned one of the things I don't like about LeBron James is these hops between team to team to team. I much prefer a player like Giannis, talking about current players who had a chance to leave, get more money. Zach Collins misses a layup, and stayed with his team and built something and won a championship, similar to a Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Bobby Portis for 3, good. Back over 20. The magic number, I think the Hornets have like 23 wins, Edward, so we'd have to win 4 more. I don't think we're winning 4 more games the way we're playing. I don't think so, though. If he's back, probably not the San Antonio Spurs. Giannis is still in, Andre. He's still in the game. So I'll tell you. 86-55, 4.5 minutes to go. Another miss for the Spurs, and it is Bucks ball. Spurs are in the bonus for the first time tonight, and the Bucks are not. Spurs only 1 foul this quarter, so the whistle's going away, but nothing else is. Drew Holiday drives in the paint, gets rejected by Mamu. No, no, no. He has what the other players don't have. Loyalty. Facts. I mean, Kevin Durant is a great basketball player. Come on, man. As soon as he went to Golden State and teamed up with Steph and Clay, he lost all credibility. Not as a great player, but just, never builds anything anymore. Just hops from team to team to try to create a super team. Joe Ingles for 3. Oh, boy. Biggest lead of the game, Embiid. There's a lot of players that are loyal. It's not everybody that's not. There's just those guys, the Kevin Durant's and LeBron James, that just jump from team to team and try to make the super team and get an easy ring. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I love it when it doesn't. I think that was Mamu with the bucket, by the way. Spurs, 89-67, down by 22. Ingles for 3 again. No good. And Zach Collins with the defensive rebound. And it'll be Spurs ball. Mamu brings it up for the Spurs, down by 22. Drives into the paint. Kicks it out to Jeremy Sochan. Wide open all day for 3. Takes the 3. Misses the 3. Sochan's shooting been off tonight. And down the other end, fast break, easy bucket for Bobby Portis. 91-67. Edward, I'll go to another Spurs game, even if we don't get Victor Wembanyama. But I will say this. If the Spurs get Wemby, that's going to draw a crap ton of attention to the team. To be the most attention the team had since Kawhi Leonard left. Mamu for 3, and it would draw a lot of attention to my channel. So it'd be a win-win for me. Spurs get the ball back. Mamu with the layup. Nicely done, Mamu. And the Spurs just 69 the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to have a foul down the other end of the floor. And that's going to go in San Antonio. But Wemby would reinvigorate the franchise. Get us on national TV again, maybe a few games on ESPN, plus a few games on the NBA TV, and it would do wonders for my channel. So for selfish reasons and my own personal team, my team's reasons, I would love to have him. Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I like Kobe. As much as I like Kobe, Kobe was not a good shooter. People always criticize Michael Jordan three-point shooting. Jordan didn't play in a three-point era. The three-pointer was barely used when he played, and he wasn't the worst three-point shooter. Since we're in a commercial break, I'll chat about this. Michael Jordan, for his career, shot 33% from beyond the arc. Not great, but not terrible. And he had a nice little stretch where he shot his Bulls run from 95 to 96 and 96 to 97. He shot 43% and 37% respectively. But he had, his early years, he was shooting 17%, 16%, and granted, he was taking less than 1 3 a game. For his career, he shot just under 50%, which is good for a high-volume shooting guard. But overall, his career, 33%, but he only averaged 1.7 three-pointers per game. Now, Kobe, who was, most often compared, the closest thing to Michael Jordan, for his career, shot 45% from beyond the arc. He actually shot 33% as well, but he averaged 4.1 three-point attempts per game. So he was a much more higher volume three-point shooter, but, rest in peace, not call it like I see it. He was not a good three-point shooter either. But I never hear people mention that with Kobe. When people are talking about GOATs, I never hear the shooting percentages come up. Kobe actually never shot over 50% ever in a season for his career. Wow, he never shot over 50%. I'm actually kind of shocked. His career high shooting percentage is .469, 47%. He never shot over 47% from the field in his career. I'm really stunned by that. MJ's highest shooting percentage for 1 year is .538, so just under 54%. Oh, sorry, .539, just under 54% back in 90-91. Wow. Actually, their three-point percentage is almost identical. Jordan shot .327, Kobe shot .329. So both players, not good three-point shooters by any stretch of the imagination. Anyway. Mamu did win a chip with the Bucks. He did. Coming back from the commercial break, leading scorer for the game is Giannis with 31. I don't feel bad about Kawhi leaving. I don't like the way he left, and it set the Spurs franchise back because we had a franchise player in Kawhi Leonard, and he was. He was a great offensive player, a great defensive player, an elite two-way player, And when that trade went down, as much as I like DeMar DeRozan, not the same thing. Not the same level. Is DeRozan out for tonight or out for the year, J Money? Reggie Miller was a treat to watch. If you guys didn't watch 90s basketball, man, they genuinely did not like each other. Portis was at the line for 2. He missed them both. The feuds Reggie Miller had with the Bulls and Knicks in the 90s, must-see TV. He even got into it with Spike Lee on the sideline. It was good stuff. Spurs ball, down by 22. Brandon for 3, no good. Malachi kind of hit the rookie wall lately. It happens to a lot of rookies. It is what it is. He's only 19. Bucks balling. I don't even... Who dis out there? Oh, gosh. That's Javon Carter. I think it's only the second time tonight I've said his name. He's had a very quiet night. Tonight. Okay, thank you, J Money. Blake Wesley in there for the Spurs. Runner in the paint. Off the glass. No good. Fight for the board. And it'll go to the Bucks. Giannis the GOAT? Or is that a deer? Not ready to call Giannis the GOAT yet. He's got to win a few more titles before he enters that discussion. Just one ring is not going to do it. Another jumper by Javon Carter. This one's no good, so all of a sudden Javon Carter now launching shots left and right. Mamba with the ball right now for the Spurs. Out in three-point land. Takes off, goes baseline. Out to Champagnie. Champagnie for 3. Hey! Champagnie good for 3. Colin needs more. What? You got a bet on rebounds for... It is a deer. Okay, sorry. It's a little small picture on my screen. Who just launched that 3 for the Bucks? Joe Ingles. Back to 24. Would I have taken that Lakers trade for Kawhi? What was the trade, Edward? I didn't see who shot that for the Spurs, but it was a miss. What was the original trade with Kawhi for the Lakers? Yeah, the subs are definitely coming in for the Bucks. There's and I mean the Spurs, they're already missing guys tonight, so some of their second units in. Another shot by Javon Carter, no good. He's just launching it here and there. Mamu with the ball, drives into the paint. Mamu with the runner, no good. Kawhi lets go. That's right, Butterfly. You're still a Kawhi fan, aren't you? I don't wish anything bad against him. I don't like the way he left. Brook Lopez, baseline jumper. Good! 98-72. I don't know if Collins is going to play any more minutes tonight, Thaman. He might be done for the night. He's on the floor right now, though. Never mind. He's still out there. About a 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Blake Wesley sprints into the paint, throws up the high layup. Rejected by Brook Lopez. And the Bucks can hold for the last shot. Will they get to 100 before the quarter's over? Turnaround jumper is good by Bobby Portis, and yep, they got to the century mark. Well, much like last night, I'll stick around for a little of the fourth quarter, but don't need to stay to the end of this one, Spurs fans. This is back-to-back blowout losses for the Spurs. I hate to say I'm used to it, but I am. I really am. Yeah, I would hit the thumbs up. Would appreciate it. We got to 75 last night. I don't think we're going to get to 75 tonight. Still shows 51. We had more people tonight, I think, though. Yeah, we did. We actually had 1,000 views, which we didn't do last night. Last night, for those of you that were here, we can proudly say last night's stream against the Pelicans was the worst viewed San Antonio Spurs stream I've ever done. But that's okay, because I'm going to make a comeback when the Spurs get the #1 pick overall. You watch all the bandwagoners come and become Spurs fans. Our channel will grow, and I say our channel because it's you guys are part of the channel too. I couldn't do it without you. Yeah, I don't think Giannis is playing again, Andre. I think he's done for the night. No reason to bring him in. Are you going to risk your best player getting an injury when you're up against a team with a terrible record that's down by 28? Angler's part of the package? I don't remember. Edra, I wonder if I can find that in the Googles. That original trade. Probably. I don't remember what the trade was at this point. I'm sure there's probably an old article up there. This is it from Bleacher Report. So this is from June 2018. The Los Angeles Lakers have probably made the San Antonio Spurs a godfather offer for superstar forward Kawhi Leonard, according to Sam Amick of USA Today. Let's see if we can find out what the trade is. One options are small forward Brandon Ingram, power forward Kyle Kuzma, and point guard Lonzo Ball. LA can also offer a first-round pick. Additionally, the Lakers could sign restricted free agent power forward Julian Randle and include him in the deal. So, I wonder if it was going to be like Brandon Ingram. Was it going to be like Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and a first-round pick? God, you know, and I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. I mean, we got 3 solid players out of the trade. DeMar DeRozan was fine when he was here. Jakob Poeltl was fine when he was here. Keldon Johnson, don't forget, was part of that trade. Would the player, if we got any of these guys I mentioned, would they have still developed into the players they were? Would they have been worse? Would they have been better? We just don't know. Queen Jedi. Yep, that's how I feel. Wait, was it all those players, Edward? Gosh, Ingram, Kuzma. Wow. That may have been worth it then. I turned away because I'm speechless too, Queen Jedi. Zach Collins is in the game. He just threw up an air ball. And a quick pull-up jumper by Blake Wesley. And I missed a bucket by the Bucks to start off the quarter. Yeah, I think Giannis is done for the rest of the game. No point in playing him. David, pull out the comeback. We're down by 28 to the Milwaukee Bucks. Wesley Matthews checked the game for Milwaukee. He misses a 3. I mean, I try to be positive and optimistic, but Champagnie for 3, no good. Coming back against this team, with our roster the way it currently is, that's a big ask. Brook Lopez with a mile-long 3, and the Bucks are now up by 31. Andre, I don't think they're going back. And I'm one of the more optimistic YouTubers for the San Antonio Spurs when it comes to San Antonio Spurs influencers. And even I at this point would say comeback likely impossible. Devin Vassell misses a 3. So the Spurs probably going to keep some of their starters out there for another 3 or 4 minutes. And if it keeps going this way, I'm going to take them out. Quick miss by the Bucks. Didn't even see who shot it. My apologies. It's Spurs ball. Devin Vassell hands to the paint. Nice bounce pass to Champagnie. Blows the backdoor layup. And it is Milwaukee Bucks ball with 10 minutes to go. 31 points deficit for the Spurs. Lopez with another mile-long 3 back rim. That was not a good shot. Steph Curry, you are not, sir. Both teams just launching 3s left and right. KBD, dang, 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 4-3. Spurs 9 of 35 from beyond the arc. That's 26%. Javon Carter running around like a madman. Finally gets back out to Pat Connaughton. Pat into the paint. Throws it out to Joe Ingles. And he stepped out of bounds, didn't he? Yes, he did. Joe Ingles steps out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover for Milwaukee. Just one more rebound for Collins. You've been saying that for a while, man. He can't get that rebound for you. Jokic is averaging a triple-double, though, Jermaine. If he gets the MVP, it's going to be because of that. And aren't they the best? Don't they have the best record in the Western Conference? And both players are great. Maybe they should just have an MVP for the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Bucks ball. Carter, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound goes to the Bucks. Lopez now with the ball. Spins, gets into the paint. Pull-up jumper. Nope. Embiid out for the night. Embiid to the Spurs? How's that? How and why is that happening? Why are the Sixers getting rid of him or trading him, or why is he leaving? Vassell into Collins in the paint. Collins, turnaround jumper is good. The Spurs have cut the lead to 26. Cut the lead to 26. That sounds so terrible. Cut the lead to 26. Do I hear like 3 people yelling, "Go Spurs, go" in the stands? Chris Middleton, pull-up baseline jumper. I'm surprised Chris Middleton's still out there. Whatever. Spurs ball. Chris Middleton with 13 points and 8 assists on 5-11 shooting. Devin Vassell on 3-point land, 11 on the shot clock. Gets over to Zach Collins. Collins, nice bounce pass to Devin Vassell. He cuts into the paint, throws up the layup. No good! Go to the line for 2. Yes, cut their lead to 26. Exactly. Do you think Wemby could possibly beef up anything's possible, Phil. If we get the number 1 overall pick, how can we not draft him first overall? The biggest NBA prospect since LeBron James. I mean, I watched some of his highlights recently. Of course, I did a video on him, so that's why I watched his highlights. Watching that 7'5" dude move and dribble the way he does, handles like a guard, you just got to stay healthy. So I don't know why Devin Vassell's at the line for a free throw. He was shooting a free throw with nobody around him, though. Like, it must have been a technical on somebody. Technical on Lopez, maybe? They show Lopez. I don't know what happened, but Devin Vassell now at the line for 2 for being fouled during his shot. And he missed another one. Wow, and it rains and pours, Spurs fans. Now, the Chet Holmgren 2.0 does worry me. Hey, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. Would I trade this year's number 1 pick for Giannis? Yeah, but the Bucks aren't trading him. There's no way. Thank you, David. Hey, I try. Try to have fun. I've been doing different stuff on the channel. The videos now have some sound on them. I didn't have sound before. And it's Bucks ball, as evidenced here. If you ain't down with the San Antonio Spurs, I got 2 words for you.
Sucker!
That's right. 7 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton pull-up jumper, in and out burger. Zach Collins with the rebound. Zach Collins with the rebound. Somebody needed Zach Collins to get a rebound. He got it. Just saying, Zach Collins with the rebound. Devin Vassell, 3-point land, drives into the paint. Drops it off to Collins. Collins, double clutch, and gets the jumper in the paint. The Spurs cut it to 25. Will Lopez get over 16.5 points? I don't think so. I don't think he's hit 10 yet, Jonathan. I honestly have no idea, but I don't believe he's hit 10. Middleton pull-up jumper good. Yeah, Phil, yeah. We do celebrate the little things. Thank you, Queen Jedi. I've been adding some stuff into the channel recently. Collins for 3, air ball. The Spurs have had like 3 or 4 air balls tonight. That's not going to work. We have had no dunks, so I can't show you the dunk graphic. You know what? The next dunk in the game, regardless of who gets it, is getting a Thunder dunk of justice, so I can do the graphic. Chris Middleton with another jumper. Zach Collins is in the game. Lopez is in the game too. He's got 11. Okay. Mamu drives in the paint, gets rejected, and goaltend. Goaltend by Lopez. Yep. 111.84. TSR Sports is better than ESPN. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. J&G TV, thank you for stopping in. It is good to be back. It is very good to be back. Finally. TSR Sports is back. And KBD with the steal, going on his own personal fast break. The layup! You gotta dunk that, you butthead! Come on. I've been waiting to say Thunder dunk of justice all night for the Spurs. That's my little tagline when they get a dunk, and they've had 0 tonight. Mama with a block on Javon Carter. Spurs will have a 5-on-4 as he went flying out of bounds. KBD for 3. Air ball. What the... I had to hold that one in. Another air ball for San Antonio. No idea, David. Honestly, I have no idea. Another freaking air ball. I'm speechless. You should do live halftime shows with Eternity. You know, Phil, I do have the Go Spurs Go song for Eternity Shore. I thought of using that as an opening intro to the live streams. Not the whole song, but just part of it. I really want to get back in the music studio. It's been tough finding time because music, you're a musician. Music takes a lot of time and effort, especially when you're doing stuff solo like me, where I'm doing the singing, writing the song, playing guitar, doing the drums, doing the bass, recording, producing, all that. But the Slaughter Prevail song I want to do is a very popular one for that genre called Baba Yaga. And my version of it's going to have a lot of comedy in it. And if I ever have a chance at a legit video to go big on that music channel, it would be that one. And the music video is going to parody their video as well. I got a kind of an evil mask, kind of like theirs, but it's a bunny mask with glowing red eyes. You may have seen it in Party City or places. And I have a lot of plans for the video. I just finding the freaking time. Mama did not start. He did not. And no, they can't shoot, eh? Jermaine, I'm not, yeah. I mean, they do like higher scoring games, so I guess it would be a yes to that. Well, Patrick, it's not guaranteed we're getting Wemby. Right now we're set to pick, I believe, 3rd in the draft. 3rd does not mean you're getting Wemby. You need the 1st overall pick for him. Actually, let me pull up the standings. No, Giannis is not coming back. If you're a betting person, that seems like a safe bet. No reason whatsoever to bring the big man back in the game when you're up this much. He is the franchise. Not worth risking injury. All right, so the Detroit Pistons are 16-57. The Houston Rockets are 18-54. The San Antonio Spurs are about to drop to 19-54. The Charlotte Hornets are 4 games ahead of them in the win column. Spurs probably not going to catch them there. It's really going to be the Pistons are probably going to finish the worst team in the league. They suck. They're 1-9 in their last 10. They suck more than us. It's going to be between the Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs for 2nd worst team in the league. And then again, I mean, you could finish the worst team in the NBA, and not get the 1st overall pick. By the way, we're starting to get some viewers in here. If we could get some thumbs up on this, I'd like to get to 75. We got to 75 last night somehow. The Spurs getting blown out by the Pelicans, but we haven't hit 75 yet. So if you could hit this, would appreciate it. Daquan, game is over. You could have said that like 25 minutes ago. You could have said that on halftime. I'm a Bucks fan, but Giannis tried to stat pad. Oh, and they took his they took his triple double away? Dude, I didn't know that. I did not catch that news. That sounds stupid. Chris Middleton pull-up jumper baseline good. Chris Middleton's been on fire in the 4th quarter here in a garbage time. Me too, Jedi. They'll be back. And another turnover for the Spurs. I think they've got over 20 now. I lost count because it's been a lot. Wesley Matthews for 3. And that's a 30-point game again. Yep, that's what we got. Oh, he sent himself to get his own rebound. Oh. So an intentional miss to get a rebound to get the triple-double? Yeah, that's a little... I don't dig that. Mamo in the paint. Jumper, no good. And Spurs fans, Bucks fans, I think this is a good place to wrap it up. The San Antonio Spurs are down by 30. Another 3-point attempt. Make that 33. Pop's called a timeout. He's bringing in the G League unit. The Austin Spurs are on their way in, and this game is over. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. For those you guys that are here tonight and last night are the diehard Spurs fans. And regardless of how bad our team is, you're here with me. And I'm glad to be back, and I'll be with you guys for the rest of the season. Not calling every game live. I don't have the ability to do that, but I'm going to call 4 more games. I'll be doing more Spurs videos, a lot of draft coverage, and just have fun with the channel and root for my team, and hope that we turn things around soon. But come on, look at the score. That's enough. I don't want to be here when we're down by 40. Oh, did he, Jermaine? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But anyway, for me, for Selena Gomez, for Grogu, appreciate you hanging out tonight. Tough loss. Congratulations, Bucks fans. Respect to you guys. A lot of respect to Giannis for sticking with the team and building something, winning a championship. And that's all I got. So thank y'all for being here. Until next time. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!